So we're going to change the inner track rod on a Toyota Aygo. It's the same job on a Peugeot 107 and a Citroen C1. Start off by just breaking free the wheel nuts with a 17mm socket. Next, raise the vehicle so that way we can take off the wheel. So once you've got the car safely jacked up and supported on axle stands, then just remove the wheel nuts the rest of the way. So next we're going to remove the track rod end. To do that we need to release this split pin. So we're just going to try and straighten it up with a pair of needle nose pliers. That way, once it's straight, I'm going to try and get it to come through that way. As you can see, it's starting to come out. That's it, and now that's out. Now we're going to remove this, which is a 17mm socket. That's it. And we're just going to tighten it back up slightly. We're going to give it a few hits, just so that way we can break the ball joint free with a hammer. So you shouldn't need to hit it too hard, otherwise you can damage it, but a few reasonable taps should be okay and break it free. Give it a few hits to the side, just like that. And now that's free, so you can just unscrew that and it'll come out completely. But before we fully do that, we're just going to break free this bolt. So this one's a 19mm. That's it. It starts to break free. Now we can undo that the rest of the way. And then pull that out, and then we can start to unscrew this, but we're going to count it as we do each turn, so for each full rotation. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and that's going to help us when we put a new one in, so we get the tracking as close to it as it was as possible. So next we're going to undo this screw, but it's being a bit tight, so we're just going to hold it with a 13mm spanner and then the 19 that we were using before, just to help. There we go, that's enough that it doesn't need you to use the other spanner now. So once that's off, now we're going to have to remove this boot. So here we have a clip that we're just going to use a pair of pliers to squeeze it together and pull that out. And then there's another one further in. You can see. I'm pretty sure there should be one, but there doesn't seem to be, so you can just pull it all the way now, and that's out. And then this is the ball joint that was playing, and that's what we're removing, this piece and this piece. So to make it a little bit easier to see what's going on, the end of the rod, which is over there, is like this, and it's got these little indentations so you can take it off. So the tool that we've got is basically this big thing that on the end of it here you've got attachments, and there's different size attachments, and for example this one will go onto here, and then that fits on nicely, and that's how we're going to do it up and loosen it off. So that's how it's going to be. So while it's on there, we're going to put that over the top of it like that, and then we're going to put this over the top through there, and then it will connect onto there. Then you can lock that into place like that, and then you can start undoing it. So now we're going to show it on the car. So we're just going to put that into place like that. I'm going to put this through and just try and hold it into place. While you get it all lined up like that, then get a 1/2 inch ratchet or breaker bar, and then just start to loosen it off. That's it. And you can just start twisting it off. And that's the old one out. So on the new one, we're just going to take this, locking that off, and then we're going to start screwing it back into place. And once you've tightened it up a bit, then get your tool, your adapter, and put it on, and put your other piece of the tool through, and then lock it into place. Once it's in place, tighten it up. Don't have to go crazy tight. That's it. Now you can take that bit out. Now we're going to put the boot back over the top. Now you can see where it had a cable top. Now we're going to get our clip, we're just going to squeeze it together, put it through. Now that's in place. So we're going to get our new nut and start screwing that on. And now we're going to get our track rod end, and we're going to start tightening that back up. So remember, we've got 13 turns to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And now we'll get that locking nut and we'll turn it back over to here, so that way we can tighten it down, so that way it stays in the right position. So we'll fully tighten that in a second. First we'll put this in through there. We'll tighten this up. So now that's in place, we still need to tighten it up, but we're going to tighten down this 19mm nut first. That's it, that's nice and tight. Now we're going to do up this nut. And then we're going to torque it down. So once you've torqued it down, remember the little hole for the split pin to go through. If it doesn't fully line up, just tighten it the smallest amount. That makes it so that way it lines up. And then get your split pin. That's it. And split it like it was before. And then we just got to put the wheel back on. Do them up a little bit, then we'll torque them down once they're on the ground. That's it, then we're going to torque it down once it's on the ground. Now that it's on the ground, we're going to do it up properly. And remember to torque it down, and then you're done. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want more.